I left in October 2023. I flew directly from Montreal to Rome, and my goal was to do Rome all the way to Amsterdam on a bicycle. Also going to major cities like Barcelona, so a lot of detours, not a straight line. As soon as I got to Rome, I took the train to go see Pompeii. Then I got back to Rome with the train, and I stayed there for 3 days, just visiting all the touristic sites. It was really interesting too. I was cycling around the city also just to get used to how the people drive there and the fact that there's a lot of scooters and motorcycles everywhere. Also, it's really crowded, so I always have to stop and go and stop. As you can see, like there was people in the way. It was always like that. So it's a really different way to drive than Canada. That's me on my way to the Travis Fountain. I was trying to find it without Google Map, to be honest, because I just looked on the map before and I was just like going around hoping I'm gonna find it, and I finally found it. As you can see, there was a lot of people taking pictures, so it was hard to get close. Then from there I went to Vatican City. I stayed there for about, I think, like 2-3 hours visiting, and from there I actually started my cycling trip. So the first part was to go from Rome all the way to Pisa, and then Pisa to Florence. Finally got to Florence, as you can see. Really nice city. This is me resting a little bit. I was tired. So yeah, the road in between Rome and Florence was really nice. Along the sea, like all the beaches, was really nice and pretty flat in general. A little bit of hills, but generally it was really flat. Also, the bike was still in good condition, no problems in between these two cities. I really liked these first 4 days of the trip. Now I'm on my way to Venice. I finally got to Venice, as you can see, and first thing I realized is that there's a lot of bridges, and I had to carry my stuff over all of these bridges, including my bike, especially because my Airbnb was 1.2 kilometers away from the entrance of Venice. So it took like I think an hour of walk and going over bridges with my bike. As you can see, I'm with friends. Basically, they were visiting Italy at the same time as I was doing my trip, and we decided to meet in Venice and rent an Airbnb together for 4 days. That was good because I could get some rest. I was really tired of just biking every single day, and also that gave me time to really visit the city well, like all the museums and I don't know, just walking around without my bike. That was so cool. That was just fun. I was relaxing a little bit more. So I stayed there for 4 days, really enjoyed it. After that, I got back on my bike and I was on my way to Milan. Took 3 days to get to Milan. The weather was really bad for sightseeing, so I just biked through the city and I was on my way for Nice, France. Before reaching the Mediterranean Sea, I had to go over the mountains. Going uphill was really hard, of course, one of the hardest parts of the trip. But after that, just going downhill all the way to the sea was really nice because the view was awesome and I didn't have to pedal at all. So that's good. That was my last night in Italy. I slept in the tent next to the sea. After that, I crossed the border of France, and right away I went to Monaco, and after that I was on my way for Nice, France. After Nice, I was on my way to Marseille and then Barcelona. Here's a really good view of the sea near Marseille, one of the best of the whole trip. Halfway between Marseille and Barcelona, I met two guys that were cycling from Switzerland all the way to Africa, and I biked with them for a few hours. I finally made it to Spain, as you can see, so it was really easy crossing the border. There was no border patrol at all. On the day that I arrived in Barcelona, I met a new cyclist. He was cycling along the Mediterranean Sea. I biked for a few hours.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. And
if you are in Italy, Lake of Como, the north, let me know, just text me.
if you come to Canada, let me know.
Text me.
Thank you. Bye.
I stayed for a week in Barcelona with family. We rented an Airbnb, so that was another little break before starting going up north towards Amsterdam. After this week of rest, I was on my way to Toulouse. When I arrived in Toulouse, I took the time to visit the Aerospace Museum and Airbus industry. It was really, really interesting. After this really cool visit, I was on my way to Bordeaux. When I arrived in Bordeaux, I went to see my cousin and her boyfriend. They showed me around the city because they live there, of course. And I stayed there for, I think, 3 days. After that, I was on my way to Nantes. Near Bordeaux, there was a lot of floods because of a big storm that happened, I think, 1 week before I got there. I stayed in Nantes for only 1 day because it was raining. After that, I was on my way to Paris. I stayed in Paris for 4 days and I tried to visit as much as possible. So I went to Louvre, the museum, Château de Versailles, and all the main touristic sites in the city. After Paris, I was on my way to Brussels, Belgium. I finally crossed the border of Belgium on a rainy day, and I was about, I think, like 50 or 60 kilometers from Brussels, because Belgium is a really small country. When I arrived in Brussels, I went to see the Europe Parliament and the Belgian Parliament. I stayed there for 2 days and I tried to visit as much as possible. I went to see all the main attractions like the Mannequin Piss. Now I'm on my way to Amsterdam, so the last part of the trip. Made it to Netherlands, and there's, I don't know, I think 150 kilometers left, and I'm done. I'm about 35 kilometers from downtown Amsterdam. So I'm almost done. As you can see, it's raining right now. It's really cold. Well, it's like 3 degrees, but because of the rain, like increases it because I'm all wet. The past few weeks have been really hard because of the weather. It was always raining, always cold, always cloudy. Few sunny days, but really not much compared to the bad weather. Still, I enjoyed it, and it's part of the adventure. Like, it can't be always fun and relaxing. There needs to be some hard parts. I'm following a canal right now. I guess it's going all the way downtown. Okay, I'm crossing a railway now. Just make sure that it's okay. Perfect. And after, the plan is that I'm gonna stay in Amsterdam for a few days, and then I'll take the train back to Paris, because the flight
the flights to go to Montreal are cheaper from Paris. But still, I'll stay like 4 or 5 days in Amsterdam to visit as much as I can.